What's up, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and none of the above? This is DL returning to you with the Kirby Street League Season 7, the long-awaited Season 7, Generation 9, Paldea decks, Terra preview, all the good stuff. Today we can see the potential Terra types here. We got Yahoodles versus Daveowulf. The Yahoodles, rock on the roster, Dragapult, Greninja, Screamtail, Slitherwing, Terra Captain Volcanion, Terra Captain Toxtricity, Toedscruel, Lucario, Drifblim, and Komala. Daveowulf, Zamazenta Crowned, Lando T, Non-Terra Regieleki, Slowking, Terra Gengar, Sylveon, Staraptor, Serenas, Titan, Carkol, Slagoo. So take a look at the team preview. You got the Pult, Volcanion, Toxtricity. You got both Terra Captains. That's kind of scary for the flexibility. Toedscruel, Greninja, Slitherwing. Up against Zamazenta. This is Zamazenta Crowned. Lando T, Regieleki, Staraptor, Sylveon, and the Terra Gengar. So looking at team preview. The Ghost Resist is Staraptor. That's a little scary. Sylveon probably here for the Slitherwing. Gengar pretty good into that too. You did bring the Toedscruel into the Aleki, so it should have a tough time there. Toedscruel actually a pretty decent matchup into like the Lando T and stuff as well, and the Zama. And the Flying Resist on the other side is Toxtricity, so like a Scarf Raptor kind of goes crazy. Let's take a look what we got here. We got Toxtricity Lee versus Staraptor. He Scarf or something, and he clicks Brave Bird turn 1 and dies to Volt Switch. I don't know, maybe he forgot that Toxtricity resisted that. Brings in the Volcanion, has Regieleki Volts on the Toedscruel. Dave back into the Lando. Oh, we got the double into the Gren. Very nice. Spike up on the Sylveon. Yeah, Protean and Gren. The world we're living in. Shows the U-turn as well into Volk, which resists Fairy, of course. Sylveon reveals Psychic, so coverage for the Toxtricity. And Volcanion shows the Heavy Slam. Nice little Scott with the Protect there. We should be caught up in just a second here. It catches Lando with the Steam Eruption. I don't know what he was cooking there. I don't think that's a switch in the Volcanion. Acrobatics, but we're Boots. I don't know. Looks like Yahoodles is kind of doing it to Dave. Sylveon in on the Spike. Eats the Earth Power very nicely. This might be a little loud. This is the music that Blunder plays. Alright. Throws up the Wish as he goes into Volcanion. Yeah, he's got 0 switch sense to this behemoth. This is what he has to deal with it. Volcanion has switch moves, so we know it's not choice locks. It might be AV. I'm not sure about the Sylveon's investment from the... Can't really tell from the psychic damage. Heavy Slam does 48. Sylveon does have a Wish up in the air though. Psychic does 24. So I'd expect Sylveon to go for another Wish here. And I'd probably Protect. So he could always risk it for the Biscuit and click another Psychic. Yeah, Yahoodle's definitely in a commanding position. I mean, the Raptor was the scariest thing, and Dave threw it away on turn 1. And then switched Lando T hard on Steam Eruption, which I guess he was expecting another Heavy Slam, I guess. He wanted to be offensive about that. But yeah, that's not safe, my guy, to quote the moon. I don't understand the hyper voice. I guess he thought he would go Gren on a predicted Psychic. But yeah, I don't think Yahoodles has any reason to risk that play. Okay, so Protect for extra leftovers. So he is in range of the Psychic. Yeah, this is looking like Yahoodles' game to lose here. I mean, most likely I think the Sylveon will come out on top of the Volcanion. But I still don't I mean, the Pult, it's going to be a monster, I think, if the Volcanion can keep the Sylveon nice and low. Sylveon does have a Wish in the air, though, so this turn it could actually be big for Dave. But the Volcanion is faster. Sylveon actually does have to protect. The question is if he goes hard Tox. Yep. So scouting indicates it's a choice locked Toxtricity, also getting more lefties, no reason not to protect there. So there is the only electric resist is Regieleki, but obviously Toxtricity doesn't do that much with the electric move to Sylveon. So this could potentially be choice locked. He does bring in the Zamazenta, kind of banking on the double poison move coming out. This looks like Slitherwing is the main counter for this. Ooh, the Trailblaze. So he's got the +1 speed, and it is Rocky Helmet. It looks like Fizz Def Slitherwing, which makes sense. Resist fighting, and can hit it back with super effective fighting stab. Alright. So the Sylveon is nice and healthy again, at least, so I think Dave has definitely pulled it back a little bit. Hard Gengar on the Wisp. Definitely makes sense to bring Wisp on the Fizz Def Wing. I guess he's protecting the fighting move, but Gengar not the worst Pokemon to get burned here. Ooh, Morgan Le Fay. He's going with the Arthurian Legends. I do not know what this nickname theme is. I do not know these people. I guess drop a comment in the video below. Yo! Wow. Hi, Hydra. Alright, so Terra Ghost, just for the stronger stab, as Gren comes in on the Shadow Ball. I guess he also drops the ground weakness against Toadscruel. Gren goes for Pulse, does like nothing to the Sylveon. Yeah, this is kind of the biggest threat Dave has at this point with the Raptor gone, is just Sylveon tanking everything. Unlike a lot of the other defensive, like the healing moves, like Roost and stuff, Wish still has 16 PP, so that's kind of huge. So it's a Sludge Bomb again. We'll see if he catches Zama with the electric move here. If he's just bluffing the choice lock. Oh, he actually just tanks the Sludge Bomb. And eats a Hyper Voice for it. But that does like nothing. Okay, yeah, that was not a great turn from Dave. I mean, if he was going to go for the kill, I think he's got a Psychic there, and then hope nothing else can kill him from like 50%. This is looking more and more choiced. Psychic Fangs does 41, and that Helmet and Spike are putting in work. So I'd expect probably like a U-turn to come out here from the Slitherwing on the Sylveon or Gengar. It is defensive Slitherwing, so I'm not sure if Sylveon will get 2 KO'd with the Spike up. I wouldn't, yeah. Well, he just threw away half his Reggie's health. Toadscruel in. Could probably get it. I mean, the Gengar is burned. mean, he could go for ground move, but he also might just go for Spore. So that's kind of the 50-50. Is either he goes Sylveon on like the ground move, and then he can maybe like double the Gengar or something. I don't know. It's kind of awkward, but yeah, Gengar is burnt, so that's why it'd be to switch into the Spore. Actually, 9 people in this lobby. Noon game. Spin. That's a good play. Covers potential Scarfers if this is like Scarf Toxtricity, which it might be. Eats the damage on Toedscruel. That's actually kind of nice. Opens things up for Reggie to potentially win. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Tox play was. I mean, I guess it was covering the Sylveon switch-in, with him switching to Tox from the Toedscruel. Maybe he doesn't have Spore on Toedscruel. I don't remember when this eject pack got popped. I guess it must have been way earlier. Yeah, it looks like another Acro won't kill here, most likely. The 133 is at 36, and Earth Power should definitely kill the Reggie, because we know it's Boots, it's not Shuka. Oh, and he gets a very favorable roll. Or maybe the last one was a mineral. Who knows? Okay, so Reggie's +1 speed. The reigning electric resist is at 9%. There's also Dragapult. Dragapult should come in here for sure. Resist anything Reggie can throw. I don't think Reggie gets like Shadow Ball or anything like that. And then Pult probably just clicks Shadow Ball. And if it specs, it should 2KO the Sylveon at this range, I think. Just to see Bolt out. I don't know, if he's looking for a sack, it's Zama. If he's trying to do something, actually, unless Gengar, if Gengar's Scarf, it's useful. If Gengar's not Scarf, it gets outsped and Oko by Pull and Gren, which is kind of awkward. Zama could live hit from the special attackers. You could potentially actually pass a Wish into the Zama. That's probably ideal. U-turn. Okay, so definitely expecting Sylveon. He's probably not Specs then, because if he Specs, he just clicks Shadow Ball until it KOs the Sylveon. Maybe he's physical. That could be possible. Because it doesn't really get great physical Ghost Stab. Would have to hit like an Iron Tail or whatever on Sylveon. Hey, clutch in the clutch. Alright, into the Slither. I'd expect just another U-turn to come out here. If he gets a U-turn off on the Sylveon, he gets to bring in his Tox. It's looking pretty good. Dave would really like to have Rocks up, because it would kill the Tox. I don't actually know if this thing even gets freaking Rocks. I don't know all the Gen 9 Mon stuff well just yet. Kind of just get back into the scene. So yeah, I definitely expect a U-turn to come out here from Slither. If this thing gets Rocks, I think he'd click it, but I don't know. I don't think he's actually running Rocks, even if he has it, because he's got Trailbling Psychic Rings. So I don't think he would be able to fit it. He probably has like Heavy Slam, from like CC or something like that. Maybe body press. But yeah, I mean, Trailblaze makes it look like he's trying to set up and sweep. Alright, Hard Gar, Morning Sun. I guess that makes sense as well. So Slither's like decently bulky. But Gengar obviously immune to fighting and still resists bug 2 times at least as the pure ghost typing. This thing's got, I presume, some form of stab attack for the 4th move. So I'd expect Slither to probably, I don't know, he could U-turn. I don't know how healthy he feels he needs to keep this. I mean, Zama's already pretty low, and this thing is Helmet. It would take probably, if it eats a Shadow Ball, it probably still takes 2 hits for Zama to kill it. Yeah, I don't think he really had another play there. Get some good ship on Gengar. Potentially getting a range of like Shuriken later as the burn damage racks up. Green could have Shuriken maybe. I don't know, it's probably Hydro though. I don't think he'd be mono Dark Pulse for like your hitting. Yeah, he's probably got Hydro for last. Okay, so this is definitely like bluffing that he's Scarf. Actually just telegraphing that he's Scarf, which yeah, he hasn't changed moves the whole game. So yeah, he probably just clicks Scarf Volt Switch right now. I don't see any downside to that play. Terra Normal. I guess covering the Scarf Gengar potential. Eats a Shadow Ball. Or if it's Spexgar, I don't know what the calc was on this Slither. See, this thing's in. So you saw a U-turn earlier. Don't really know what kind of set it is. But yeah, I don't think it's Specs. Okay, so it is special. It claims the Zama. So with the Zama down, Yahoodles is pretty free to use his Slither however he wants now. Now Gengar should be in range of Toxtricity, so it's Terra Normal. So I'd expect it to have, what's it called, Boom Burst or whatever, with Punk Rock, which could potentially clean up later. But he's probably looking to sweep with the Poison move. So I guess Rocks is in the Lando, which got 1 shot when it switched him. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're thinking about here. So, not Scarf Gar, evidently. Unless Scarf Gar for some reason doesn't kill. Or if he thinks this is Scarf Pull with Scarf Toxtricity, would that be a wild brain to bring Scarf Dragapult into Sylveon? Sylveon probably just going to Wish up here. Yahoodles still doesn't have the easiest time breaking this Pokemon. Okay, so not choiced, evidently. So yeah, Sylveon's going to Wish up and get back to full HP here, most likely. And the question is, so the Gengar could very well be Scarf because it's Terra Preview, so he could have seen that Tox was Terra Normal. He could have predicted that play. So it could very well be Scarf Gar, which will put it in a position to potentially clean, because Gran's already at 60%. It still lives 1 Shadow Ball, but doesn't live other stuff. Okay, so there's like a hard wall by Sylveon, I'm pretty sure. So this is like a free Hyper Voice. Unless it, I mean, I doubt this is Toxic Mono U-turn with Willow. Which would be pretty much the only thing that Sylveon should fear here, I think. I don't know, maybe this thing gets coverage, but I'm pretty sure Sylveon will tank because this is like Fizz-Def Slither. So this should be a free Hyper Voice for Sylveon. Probably collect a kill. And he went for the Wisp just to cancel out the leftovers recovery. Okay, so that's big because that still tanked a hit from like Gar. And yeah, so Reggie's actually in a nice position to win. Dave is pulling this back. Because Reggie should Oko the Tox, Oko the Gren, Oko the Volcanion. But Pult lives, so he needs damage on Pult for Reggie to win. I'm not sure just how fast of a Regieleki he's running. If it could be outsped by Scarf Toxtricity. I mean, how much speed? Yeah, okay. No, there's no chance. 0 speed, Reggie is faster than max speed Scarf Toxtricity. Maybe this thing was in the 70s, but Jesus Christ, you don't see a lot of base 200 speed Pokemon around, do you? So I think this is a free protect, just because he knows it's Choice Scarf. Yeah, this game started off looking like a bit of a wheelchair, but Dave is pulling this back. The Sylveon definitely looks like something that Yahoodles underestimated. I mean, Dave basically played this game 4v6 too, because like he traded Raptor for a little bit of damage. Oh, he doesn't get the Sludge Bomb poison. If he got the poison there, that would have been huge. But yeah, Tox goes down. And Sylveon's looking like a win con here. Oh, it's Max but Def. He's not even Fizzdy. That's wild. Yeah, Sylveon monster base special defense stat. So usually you see it go physical defensive and it's still a special tank. Sylveon win. I mean, he can fish for a crit. Yeah, that's what Dave's saying. I mean, like, if he crit heavy slam there, he won the game. Potentially. Yeah, the Willow would have been nice. Toxic from the Sludge Bomb would have been even better, though. It definitely feels like Tox is the only thing he had that could do anything to this. And still, I mean, with Scarf Toxtricity, so it did, what, 51%? It doesn't even to a KO after leftovers. As you can see, if this were soft boiled or whatever, he'd be like out of, or roost rather. He'd be out of roost right now. Look at the power of PP. Okay, so Sylveon's me like full here, and now he can finally click Psychic or whatever. Yep, there goes Volcanion, and Sylveon should be able to easily take a hit. This could be Gunk Shot Gren, that'd be kind of wild. And it should just be Hydro or, yeah, Surf, that makes sense too. He just wishes up here. It's nice and healthy, I did a whole 24. And it looks like this could be a week 1 victory for Daveowulf. I don't think even a crit can save Yahoodles at this point. Should just be Hyper Voice here. I guess you could do that too. And then Hyper Voice should pick up the kill on Dragapult. Wow, what a turnaround from Dave. You know, threw away his Raptor turn 1, went Lando hard on the Volcanion, got O-Code. And then Sylveon is going to destroy Regieleki, put in a little bit of work. Gengar made things a little uncomfortable for Yahoodles, got some nice chip on Slitherwing, and Daveowulf pulling out the week 1 victory in the Kirby Street League Season 7. Congratulations to Dave and the Baltimore Blastoise. Catch you on the flip side.